energize yourself. We have this quality, given who we are as divine beings, that when we look at something, we glance at something, we give it life. And it's kind of from that as above, so below that I talk about in my book, Live Your Bliss, because I list the Hermetic axioms. And they're actually just kind of like basic principles of this reality, how it operates. And yet, this reality is a, what would you say, everything has similarities. And you'll see how in this in the material universe, everything follows in patterns, because that's how it operates. So as above, so below is the second Hermetic axiom. First one is all is consciousness, all is mind, but it's all is consciousness. And consciousness is different from mind. You have to understand that. And consciousness is us. And when we're in our, you might call it divine mind, it's really us being, because we are connected with all knowing, all wisdom. And we have to know that, to know it, and you call forth that. So what we want to do is energize ourself instead of energizing everything and everybody else by glancing at it, by focusing on, like wondering what the neighbors are up to or what people are thinking of you. See, if people are in their mind, they're all judging you anyway, so forget about it. And when you finally get that, that's when I wrote my first book. What you think of me is none of my business. And you can, and you know, that's still out. It's wonderful, and it's so true, because what we're doing is believing what's in other people's minds. But the minds are all the same. They're all running the same program based on fear, lack, scarcity, death, birth, all of these things that are not any qualities of the divine. And yet, as above, so below. So what we can perceive is, in a sense, that our source are not even, because we're not created, we're absolutes. That their time is a creation, and it has a beginning, it has a past, a present, a future, and it's just flowing like this. And everything's taking form in that time game out here. But we're in the now, and we can witness and observe it, but don't identify with it or take that on as who you are. And so when we look at something, we energize it, we give it life. And the more you focus on something, the more it's going to manifest for you, because you have said it is more powerful than I am. It's an absolute. It's going to happen. It's a certainty. And when stuff is drummed into our head over and over and over and over and over, a lie after a while will be called the truth, because actually it's common knowledge. You know, when everybody knows it, something's wrong. Absolutely, because that's how, in a sense, we lose, because we're not using it, and what we don't use, we lose, in a sense. And it's not that we ever lose it, but by forgetting, we need to remember not the past, but remember, bring ourselves back to to self. And there's, in a sense, within self, there's unlimited aspects and parts. And yet all of those are brought together in one, you. And when you energize yourself, don't energize fears. Don't energize doubt. Don't energize war. Don't energize all that we are told is going to happen. And we're told this on all the news, alternative, not alternative, predictive programming. Everybody, this is, no, you know what this is? It's just thinking, focusing, accepting. You know, if others want to do that, fine, but you don't have to. I don't? No. You're a sovereign being. And yet we're all interdependent, which means independent within. That's where our power is. That's who we are. And you empower and energize yourself by hearing this, by this knowledge, by realizing it, by immersing yourself in the philosophy, spiritual philosophy, spiritual psychology in a sense like that. It's still, the word even spiritual is limiting because everybody's got what that is. Divine being, I don't know. We're going to say it's you. And you know what I'm talking about. So we energize. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm energized. Oh, I'm getting sick. Well, you're getting old, so it's natural. You're going to lose your eyesight. You're going to lose this. I do have these two people, my neighbor, come by with dark glasses on. I don't wear dark glasses because sun's good for me. Anyway, and I said, hey, you guys are wearing dark glasses all the time. You weaken your eyes. Oh, no. And she said, no, I can't take my glasses off because it hurts my eyes. Well, yes, yeah, because you wear these dark glasses all the time. Once I was on the beach in Zuma Beach in Malibu, and there was a man, a woman, 2 children, and a dog. Even the dog had dark glasses on. I went, unbelievable. But hey, sells. Isn't that interesting? Who owns those dark glasses companies? That's kind of interesting. And the sunscreen companies, oh, that's kind of interesting. Kind of look into, what does they say, follow the money? And that sense of energizing yourself. Stop energizing that money is the source of your supply. It is not. Your job is not the source of your supply. Your beloved source within, God, let's call God Paramatma, Super Soul, is your source and supply. Constant, unlimited source and supply. And is your protector and maintainer in every way. And yet what happens, we've given our trust, we've given the power within to others, and we're energizing them all the time. Well, that's going to have, I believe, and the mundane gossip and celebrity news and what the royals are wearing, and they're wearing this and that, and everybody goes, oh wow, what is that? That's entertainment. That's keeping you distracted. That's keeping you following and running after, as the human race goes on, with winners and losers. Transcend the game. Energize your true divine self. And I really encourage you, get that nice place, even in your home. If you could have some nice plants that bring, that oxygen. Plants are breathing. They breathe in what you breathe out, and you breathe in what they breathe out. Such a beautiful symbiotic relationship. Yeah. Create your, go beyond heaven and earth. That's like the red pill, the blue pill. Stop with the this. That's all you got? Is that it? That's it that you got coming at me? Huh. Yeah. Energize yourself. Be who you are. Beyond fear, doubt, they're just thoughts, they're just words. Activate yourself. How you really feel in your heart, not your mind.